What is going on, everyone? NuttyNu here. Today I'm going to be talking about a personal problem that's going on right now, and I'm going to be sharing it with you guys. So a couple months ago, 2 months ago, I got a ticket for open container, and today I'm going to go fight it in court. My appointment is in the next hour, so I'm not sure what's going to happen, but I want to tell you guys my story of what happened on this issue here. So first and foremost, disclaimer, this video is not about giving any legal advice. So I am not professional legal advice or lawyer or anything like that. So please do not take any legal advice from me. This is just to show you guys my experience and kind of go through what's going on here. So back in 2 months ago, I had a passenger. I picked up a passenger, and I picked up the passenger from the residential place. And when the passenger came into my vehicle, he sat right here in the passenger seat, and he also had a glass cup of fluid. At that time, I did not know what it is. The glass cup had no labeling. It was just a regular old, just like your drinking glass cup from home. So he had one of those, and the liquid that was in the cup was blue. So I assume it was soda or something like that. So he came in, dropped it there, and I picked him up from Eagle River, and I was gonna drop him off in base. If you guys don't know what base is, it's the military base, J-Bear. So this passenger is military. I was gonna take him to the J-Bear airport or J-Bear base. So as we went to base, and as we got to the front gate, if you guys are aware, they always do security checkup and ID checkup. So once we got there, we showed the officer or the gate officer our ID and stuff like that. Once we were clear, right as I was getting ready to shift into drive off, the officer was like, "Hey, what's that in the middle?" Because he had it in the middle console, like right here. He's like, "What's that in the middle console?" And then my passenger here said, "Oh, it's Kool-Aid." He said it was Kool-Aid and vodka, or no, he said it was Hawaiian Punch and vodka, something like that. So it was some fruit punch with a little bit of alcohol, I would assume. So right as soon as he said that, the officer was like, "Okay, shut off your vehicle. I'm gonna need your ID and stuff like that." So at that time, we were stopped, turned off the car. Both of us cooperated really, really nice with the officer. He says that I'm gonna have to give you a citation for open container because you can't have that in Alaska. So blah blah blah. He went on and wrote the citation, and then later on he came to me, said, "Hey, I'm gonna have to give me the driver, the citation because I'm the driver. I'm responsible for everything in here. So even though the drink wasn't mine, it was the passenger, I'm still responsible as the driver." So whatever, he gave me a citation. The citation is $200 plus $30 processing fee, total of $230 and 2 points off. So I decided to not pay for that because I'm gonna go fight it in court today and get in my reason why I'm not guilty. And here's my reason why I'm not guilty. And like I said, I'm recording all this before I go to court, so I'm not sure what's gonna happen. I'll make another video after I get out of court. But what I'm gonna ask the officer is these questions. "Hello, officer." Well, I'm not gonna say that, but "Hey, officer, what kind of container was in the beverage? Fluid, blue, drink, soda, pot, whatever, blah, blah, blah." I'm not sure how he's gonna answer that. "Did the container had any label showing it may be or is alcohol in any way?" That's a yes or no. "Did the beverage appear to be or have alcohol?" It's a yes or no. "Did you test the beverage to see if alcohol was present?" Yes or no. What was done to the beverage? So after he wrote me a ticket, he pulled the passenger out, and they went to like the middle of the road, and they dumped the liquid. So they dumped the fluid. So basically they dumped the evidence. So my fight is that, first and foremost, the beverage was just a glass. It has some blue fluid in there. It could have been soda, it could have been Hawaiian Punch, it could have been whatever. The officer had not tested the fluid for any reason. He didn't test it at all for any alcohol to see if there's any alcohol. All he did was this. And all he did was that, "Hey, I'm gonna rate you an open container just because the passenger said that there was alcohol in there, Hawaiian Punch and vodka." So that's my theory. That's that's not enough to justify that, yes, this was an alcohol drink, because he did not tested it. And also the container was just a regular drinking glass. I understand if it was an actual alcohol bottle and the passenger brought it in. If it was an actual alcohol bottle, I would have taken full blame, or I would have just been like, okay, I'll pay for it. Yeah, it is alcohol. It is open container. But the fact that the officer, and even I, for sure, I'm not even 100% sure if that drink was the alcohol or not. I don't know if there was alcohol in it. The officer 100%, he doesn't know what was in there. The only person that might know was the passenger. I mean, he said it was Hawaiian Punch and vodka. Who knows? He might have just put Hawaiian Punch and he might have forgot the vodka. So we don't know what the cause is. So that's my fight. So that's the story on it. And for some reason, this is just between me and the officer. The passenger has he doesn't play a role in the court or anything like that. It's just between me as a driver and the officer. So I don't even know the passenger's name. I forgot his name. I still have his address here, but he's not gonna be here in court, or he's not gonna be here to testify or anything like that. But I'm gonna go testify and I'm gonna go fight it. And I honestly, truly believe that I'm innocent, because once again, not enough proof to show justice, or there's not. It's called, what do they call it? You need a reasonable doubt to show that it's above reasonable doubt, and I think that there's no proof enough to show that it's above reasonable doubt, because the officer didn't test if there's alcohol or anything like that. So that's my theory, guys. I'm gonna go fight it in court. I'll be right back, and I'll tell you guys what the conclusion is, or what the verdict is. So we'll see what happens. Okay, guys, so I just got out of the courtroom. It's currently 3 p.m. and also, for the record, it's also January 8, 2019. So I have the verdict. I got my ticket dismissed, and here's how I got it dismissed. If you guys are aware, the government shutdown is happening at this moment. So what happened is, there was about 30 other people with citations, violation, all that stuff. So when we got there, they spent like a good 45 minutes, like the judges and the prosecutor, they're all chit-chatting about what they want to do. So this is what the prosecutor and the judge, they offered. They offered that since there's the shutdown and they don't really have all their shit ready, they offer to give everyone half off, cut the price of their ticket half. So about 10 people took this deal. 10 people took this deal to just plead guilty and have the cost of their ticket cut in half and pay for it. So some people did that, and then once they were done with those group, the judge came out and there was a prosecutor for the state. So I've been to court before, and usually when I go fight a ticket, the officer or the guy that gave me a ticket, usually they're there. But for this reason, they had a prosecutor representing everybody, all the cases. So the prosecutor, he was pretty cool. But yes, so once they got done with all those guys, the judge came out, and the prosecutor dismissed like almost 5 to 6 different cases. He just dismissed them for some reason. So he either spoke with them earlier, and then he just dismissed all those cases. And then there's a few guys that they took some other plea deals, and then I was the last one. So when they were done with everybody, I was the last guy, and the prosecutor hasn't talked to me yet. So this is what happened. The prosecutor came to me, but hey, I forgot, sorry, I didn't talk to you yet. He took a look at my ticket, and then he also saw some paperwork, my information, and he says, oh, okay, you're just a driver and your passenger left this alcohol container in your vehicle. Don't worry about it, I'll just dismiss it. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So he got back on the podium and he was like, blah blah blah, new here, had a passenger who just left an alcohol bottle. He thought it was a bottle, but he just said left an alcohol beverage, and for this matter, I'm going to dismiss the case. And guess what, the judge was like, all right, your case is dismissed. So I'm not sure if this was luck or what it is. I'm not sure if it was luck, the shutdown, or whatever the case it was, but I'm just very blessed, guys, because in my opinion, if I really had to fight it, I still 200% believe that I'm innocent, no matter what. Even if I had to really fight this case and take it to trial, I still believe that I was innocent. But for some good luck, because of the government shutdown, maybe because of the prosecutor, he was a really cool guy, they just dismissed the case. And I'm very blessed for that, because the biggest thing is that when I heard about that 50% off deal, I'm like, no, I'm not going to take it, because even if I pay that 50% off, why would I do that and still get that record, open container, on my driving record, which is really bad. Open container is almost, it looks bad, almost like a DUI. So I definitely did not want that in there. And I wish a lot of the people that took that deal, I wish they would have just stayed. I wish they would have just stayed and fought that ticket, because I have a good chance that maybe some of those people could have got their ticket dismissed, because the prosecutor, he dismissed like a lot of ticket, like 6-7 tickets. He's like, this ticket has been, I'm going to dismiss. It was called dismiss of prejudice. That's what it's called. So that means once it's dismissed of prejudice, it's done and forever. You can never bring that back up. Like 2 years later, you can't be like, oh, well, we saw a record that you got a ticket here. Nope, you can't bring that back up. So guys, that's my story on the open container. Like I said, guys, there was no tricks of winning this. I actually just went and fought it. So my tip, and again, I said earlier, I can't give you guys legal advice, but I could give you guys one life advice, is that whenever you get a ticket, a citation for anything you've done, even if you're guilty or not guilty, you should always fight it, because it's your right. Living in the USA, you should always fight your tickets, because this could be what happened. Like I could have been guilty or I could have been innocent, but just fight it, because if I didn't fight this ticket and I just paid for it and assume that I was guilty, I would have been out of pocket $230, and I would have my driving record with an open container. But the fact that I fought it and showed up to court, practiced my human rights, I was able to get this ticket dismissed either by luck or either by the government shutdown or whatever it is, guys. That's just my last tip for you guys. Hope you guys have a good one. See you guys next time.